Good morning. Welcome to the Obachanchatter. I am here today to recap with you the Real Housewives of the OC season 18. I think this is episode 5. I don't know, but I'll figure it out before I put it in the you know, I don't do thumbnails, but you know what I mean. So it is Friday, July the 25th, 2024. And we start off this episode with Gina hot as fire. Calling Jen all kinds of names. Jen just sitting there comfortable, and Gina in the parking lot, she just starts screaming, "Don't run me over with your bullshit." You know what I mean? Don't run me over with your shit. I got enough of my own problems. She's so mad when she get in the car, only thing she can think to do is call Emily. So Jen stays in the restaurant. She ordered her food. She gonna have a drink or a croissant or whatever the hell she ordered. So she said she called Shannon, and Shannon said she got a lot of sympathy for her because it's hard going through a divorce because, and it is, I've been through one too. If the man was always the breadwinner, he can pretty much let shit roll how he want to roll. Like, I'm going through some stuff right there this minute. So anyway, Shannon tells Jen that she has sympathy for her. She said because the divorce is a bitch, or I said it. So Emily in the car talking shit about Shannon. I mean, about Jen, saying, "Move away from that ding dong." Talking about you'll see her. So Jen said, "I'm sure I'll see her at the beach." And she said, "Yeah, with her makeup done, and her nails done, and her tracks tightened. Malibu broke Barbie." And Emily was talking shit. Emily been talking a lot of shit lately. I don't know if it's because she lost 40, 50 pounds or not, but her confidence was hidden by her fat because she got a mouth. So anyway, now we have Tamara. She at home and she talking about Shane, and I guess they're getting ready for the flag football game that Emily is sponsoring. And she said she'd do something weird. She always got to have a costume, some kind of black in her eye, or she'll do something weird. So I was like, damn, why the fuck is she hating on Shannon? And then true enough, Shannon at the house getting some shit ready to wear to this little gathering, some little costume or whatever. And of course, she shows up in a costume. So Emily is setting up for the game, and Gina and Katie show up first. And in the confessional, Emily was complaining. She was like, Gina don't do shit but sit around the house and eat Skittles or Starburst, one of them. She said she'll never work out, but she's very athletic. So Katie says that she don't do none of this shit. She said she used to be a skater, but she quit in I think her sophomore year of school. So, she was like, I don't want to do that. So they made Heather the referee because she ain't gonna be running around hollering, but she would if she had to because Heather's a good sport. But Emily gave her a whistle saying that she believed that Emily said she believes that Heather probably uses a whistle in her daily life. Who go to work? Who go to bed? Who wake up? Shit like that. She always got some shit to say. So Emily she just be I don't know. So in comes Jen, and she don't really want to deal with Gina because it's some bullshit. So anyway, they start picking the teams, and Tamara and Emily are the team captain, and you pick whoever. So they all start picking who they want, and then your team after they pick their teams, your team you get a team name and you sport your team name on your shirt. So I think the Destroyers was Emily's team and Love was Tamara's team. So anyway, they sit down, they talk a little while they're making the shirts. Katie tell them that she got a daughter that's 19, a son, two boys, three boys, 17, 14, and 6. And she said the first three is by her first husband, who she stayed married to for 10 years. And she said she just was not going to do that shit again. She's just going to be a dog mother, a pet mom. And she said, but she met a man that loved her and loved her kids. So she was like, what the hell, married him. So I guess that sixth kid is with that husband. So she tells the girls, so Gina asks Katie, asked Katie, did Gina talk to her about anything? And so Jen proceeds to tell Katie, yeah, she said I around here ruining her reputation and that I shouldn't have moved in the house and that she was trash and that's all the shit and that she's sorry that she ain't never had to worry about no bills or shit. And then Tamron kind of chimed in and said, listen, you got bit once, don't get bit twice because now you done moved in with Ryan. And allegedly his shit supposed to be sketchy too, but she done moved in with Ryan. And, and they was like, where your car at? And she was like, I turned the car in because she was upside down. And so what she did was took one of Ryan's car and he ate her $24,000 balance on the car. He gonna put that in his payment or some type of shit, some kind of way it worked. And they was like, you need to get so you ain't dependent on him. And she was like, I never even had a credit card in my name, so that's pretty bad. She's always been dependent on somebody. So, they was telling her, maybe the gym don't pay her bills, and Cam was like, 'cause she got a whole lot of partners that don't pay shit. So, it was just all in her business, I guess, trying to help her and then try to talk shit on the sly. And then Emily was sitting across from her talking about, what was she saying? Emily was saying all kinds of shit. Yeah, you got a car and moved in the house and you signed a contract and all that. And, fuck it. I done been in the same position as her before. So, you don't want to screw your friends. But, shit happens. And that's why they say don't vouch. That's what you get for vouching for somebody you don't know. I mean, I'm serious. You was being kind and you was being nice, but you don't really know how she rolled. She just told you she don't have no credit or nothing. So anyway, the ladies tell Shannon that Alexis telling them that her and John had sex 4 times a day. And Shannon was like, I used to fuck with this nigga. And he's 62. He ain't having no sex no 4 times a day. So Shannon started telling the girls, my gym and my trainer that I have, that now fucking Alexis and John, Shannon introduced her trainer to John. And they all started working out at Shannon's gym. Now, John is there with Alexis, and they got the same trainer as John. And Alexis is like, that ain't her gym. That's not his gym. That's John's gym. And it ain't John's gym either. And he can work out there if he wants. I was like, why she got to be around Shannon's face and around her friends and doing shit? Is it John or they just trying to irritate her? And she was like, she's not gonna be cool with Shannon until Shannon redeem her man. I'll whoop Alexis' ass. I was like, girl, if you don't get your ass out of my face. And so I think it's something happened at the gym. Something did happen at the gym. I ain't gotta think about it, but let me stay in order. So anyway, the game starts. So they start playing and damn, Alexis gets Shannon's flag because they're playing flag football. And Heather said, oh my goodness, Alexis, do you have to take everything from Shannon or some shit like that? But it was fucked up. So the game plays and it's 3-0 and it's Emily teams that wins. So Alexis and Gina, they talk about that gym situation. She says John's gym. Did you buy it? It's not. It's our training. Said she ain't been to the gym in 6 months. That's not her fucking business. Now, how come she know that? Why does Alexis know so much shit about Why does she know so much shit about Shannon? So anyway, Alexis got Shannon flag, and Heather said that bullshit I just told y'all. Told you it was 3-1. So so the ladies are eating, and Alexis is not going to eat them. She's not going to join them for this little lunch or whatever, because she's going to go take pictures with one of her kids at school or something, or fall pictures or some type of shit. So Jen, in the moment, her and Gina start talking, and Jen says, I hate the conversation that we had. She said, but you signed a contract and you owe money. And she said, and you owe me an apology. And she said, well, you owe me an apology. And she said, well, I apologize. And she said, no, 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 no. She said, listen, you don't even know what you done. I'm new to the business around here, and I vouched for you. You kind of fucked me over. And she said, the lady won't even take calls from me. She said, well, she take calls from me? And she's like, she's gonna take calls from you because you owe her money. You and her shit swatting. And everybody said, ooh. They said they agreed not to use the word. She said, I'm not a swatter, but if you live in her shit and you ain't paying her no money, you is a swatter. So they said they're not gonna use that word again. And then they wind up apologizing to the end till they was just hugging. So I was sitting there like, why is Emily a fucking heckler? She said, she worked my nerves, and I said, she was telling them I ain't never been in charge of shit, and I ain't never really wanted somebody to always take care of me. And if you always got somebody taking care of you, why would you want to do that shit? You want to do it now because your ass is in a crunch because you can't do what you've been doing. You gotta take care of your shit with your kids yourself. So anyway, just Emily just heckling. And I was like, why she being she asked and I think Jen asked Emily, why you being so fucking hard on me? She says, I'm in a scary time. And then Emily said, then Gina said, me too. She said, because Travis is moving out. And they was like, they moving out. And she was like, yeah, because she was explaining, I'm doing a little bit better, but I could do a whole lot better if he wasn't pulling my weight every time he turn around. He in the court system. His ex-wife is just giving him hell and shit, and it costs money. And it's easier for me to buy for 3 kids than it is 6. So he gonna move into his own place, but we still gonna stay together. And Taryn was like, bitch, no, y'all ain't finna stay together if he moving in his own place. And this what you, nah, y'all ain't finna stay together. You was tripping. So, she said that she's good, but he just keep rebounding because he's still in it with his ex. So Heather said that she was impressed with the way Gina is thinking about herself, but she said you can do it easy with 3 than you can with 6, and that shit is so true. So the ladies make up and they hug. That's Jen and Gina. They hug. And Emily has awards. So MVP went to Gina, and the least MVP was Heather. And Heather took her award gladly and told him to go fuck off. That shit was funny. It's funny when you hear Heather cuss to me. So I think Jen was saying something, and Emily started saying, yeah, I tried to play. I tried to pay rent. I tried to pay my car. I tried to move. She's like, I don't know. Emily just was in her ass. So Shannon and Emily are going to take boudoir pictures because I think it's her anniversary with her and Shane. So she said before she took pictures, she was heavier. Now she's thinner. She feel better. But she says she's being obsessive, and you find that with Emily. Whenever Emily hook on to something, she just hook. She get she. I'm kind of like that too. She has like what it called addictive personality because she don't want to be fat. She gonna keep going to the gym, keep working out, and I think it's affecting her relationship with her husband. I think so because he says she always trying to work out. She always trying this, she always trying that. And he says she found like she is an actress. She's very pretty, and I thought the pictures that she took were beautiful. She didn't take a bad picture. Even her lingerie, she didn't pick out no ugly lingerie and nothing. She looked real good and everything she took. And I'm glad that Shannon complimented her too, and because she did look good. So anyway, Emily said she had a good time with Shannon, and then because Shannon went on a weight loss struggle too. Remember, she was scared to take her shirt off in front of her doctor because she had gained so much weight and and she said she get a little bit nervous about her weight and stuff too, and stress. So it was good. That camaraderie that they had right there was good. So Shannon said that when her body is heavy, that she feels heavy, and I think that's true too. I think that's true. It's the same thing. I mean, sidebar, like if I don't walk, I feel like something missing. But when I walk, I think it's that minute for my mind to shut down and for my body to like transform somewhere else. I don't know, it's because I'm outside listening to the birds or I'm in the sunshine, but it just does something to you. So I can agree with that. So about Jen talks to Gina about the shit that's going on, and Tamara says she should get her own stuff and leave Ryan shit alone. So, I said Emily's pictures were amazing. Yeah, I liked her pics. We're almost done, y'all. It wasn't gonna last that long. So, we have Tamara tells Emily about the gym and her trainer. Shannon tells Emily about the gym and the trainer issue that John and Alexis are there now. And Jen And then, and Jen was chiming in too. She a little bit of a gossip. I was like, you need to shut the fuck up and go pay your bills and don't run your mouth about nothing until you get caught up on your shit because it's like you minding everybody else's business, but you don't even mind your own. So mind your own, then cross the street. So she said, yeah, Alexis was telling her, no, Shannon was telling her that, yeah, that's her gym. And she's been training there for 3 or 4 months. And she's a Christian. And ain't nothing going to start because the trainer said, I don't want nothing to start up in here because I know Shannon go here too. And she said, so she said, I'm a Christian. So Shannon was talking to the trainer about Alexis and John. And she said I don't know where this 3 or 4 months come from, but I guess she had been there for training for 3 or 4 months. And I guess he was saying he don't want nothing to kick off. And Alexis said, I'm a Christian girl. And then the trainer said, well, if you're a Christian girl, you do a whole lot of talking about your sex life. So Alexis says that the only way that he could know that she was talking about her sex life was at the luncheon. And the only person that he knew at the luncheon was Shannon. So it had to be Shannon running her mouth. So anyway, she said John got mad with the trainer and told him fuck him and keep his gym. We ain't got to go here. You're a piece of trash and all that type of shit. And y'all know y'all seen John's attitude on camera. So I put down here, Jen, you want you all up in her business. Shut up and pay your bills. So we have Alexis saying that the only way that she gonna be cool with Shannon and if she apologize and redeem her man. I was like, bitch, if you don't get out of my face, I ain't redeeming. Go tell that shit to Shannon and see what she say. So anyway, I have it on the phone with Terry and they just having a brief conversation. And then we see Shannon in her house trying to blow that bitch up, trying to light that fireplace, almost burnt her whole body. She was like, I hate to do that. And I see that she be pumping too much gas. She got the gas up too high. Yeah, she need to turn the gas down low. She about to burn her whole goddamn house up. And I realized this, I really love Shannon's house. I didn't like it at first. I love it. So Jen is home in the pool with Ryan having kissy time or whatever because she said how I was working. He was like, shit, I don't want to talk about no work. I want to talk about what we get ready to do right now. So we got Katie is meeting with who was she meeting with Gina. And while they sitting there, you see this car pull up and this dog jump out. You see Biscuit, I think that's his name. And then you see it's Sutton that pull up. So they guess they having lunch together. And they explain how their relationship that Katie met Gina through Sutton because Sutton said I got a friend looking for a place down there and Gina was down there, so she hooked Katie up. So Sutton husband, so Gina said that Sutton got divorced too, but she said Sutton did real good in her divorce. It wasn't nothing like what the fuck she got. And the reason why another relationship that Sutton and Gina have is that the Sutton husband runs their hedge fund, or he vice president of the hedge fund that Gina husband used to work for. So, what's her name? Sutton and Katie met at the Masters. She said all her people, her friends is golf peoples, and the Masters is thrown in Georgia every year. So they both Georgia girls. So, she said when she first met Sutton, I don't think she said she liked her. She said, but she learned to like Sutton because Sutton is real forward, you know. So Heather is Sutton asks Katie if she met up with Heather yet, and she said yeah, and she said, what you think about Heather? And she said, well, my first opinion of her was this: I met her at the Christmas party, and somebody introduced her to me. She looked at me for 5 seconds and turned away, didn't say anything. And she said, and then there was another time that I liked her picture. But she said they took a picture and she cropped Kathy out of it or some shit. Katie out of it. So um Sutton said I wouldn't mess with Heather. She said I guess she had worthy opponents. She said I wouldn't fuck with Heather too much. She said, but she come around, she gonna be nice. She said, you don't be the pig. She said, don't be the pig walking into the kitchen. And the lady said, what that means? She said, because I sure make bacon. So, Emily is back home at the house fucking with Shane like she always do. But Shane like to eat junk. And he was in his office and she thought he was having a heart attack. And she thought he was having a heart attack. Shane called 911. Okay. Well, anyway, he said he would go to the doctor the next day that he doesn't. And that her kids don't eat as healthy as she does. But I think one of them work out with her sometimes at home. And her daughter go to the gym with her, but she want it to be a healthy balance. She said she on one extreme working out and he on the other one, he just sitting around. So Shane was like, she said, what if you go play golf and you just die on the golf course? And he said, you ain't got to worry about it because I don't play golf. That shit was funny. I like Shane. But she always mess with him, call him short and stout. To me, she always putting him down. Maybe that's their love language. Because I remember he used to do it to her too, but they're weird. But whatever works for you. So she was asking him, can we meet in the middle? Can they see us exercising together so we can pass on good habits? And I do the same thing sometimes. I don't really like to take my grandkids walking with me, but I'll take them walking with me because they need to see me exercising. When I was younger, I guess back in that day, our parents just worried about working. Wasn't nobody, if they was exercising, they was horizontal. They was laying on top of one another, but wasn't nobody doing no aerobics or none of that shit or walking nowhere. I still remember Plains Day. I asked my uncle one time. I said, "How come you don't exercise? Why you don't walk?" And he said, "I don't walk because I got two cars." And I just left that shit alone after that. So anyway, I believe I don't remember anything else being in this episode. I don't remember anything else. So if I did, it's just nothing that needs to be mentioned in this recap. But anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, but I'm glad you're here with me on this Friday. 7/26/2024. My grandkids be back in school in like a week, and they still staying up all night. And I say all night, I mean all night, and sleeping all day. But I let them sleep because I don't want to hear that damn noise. You know what I'm saying? So I just let them do their thing until at nighttime, about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, they start getting on my damn nerves. They start howling. They're trying to stay awake. So anyway, y'all don't care about what I'm doing, but I care about what you're doing. So if you feel like it, leave me in your comment. Tell me what you're gonna do for the weekend. I know when I get off of this, I'm gonna go watch Beekeeper and probably do a review of it. I heard it was good. I did. So I ain't really a fan of the bees, but they said that's not what it's about. So I'ma see. So anyway, have a wonderful Friday afternoon. Hell, it ain't even afternoon. It's 10:15 in the morning. Have a good day. Bye now.